Hi, it's about 12:30 on a Tuesday night. I need to go to bed soon. Gotta get up in the morning. Gonna meet the guys, Sandra, Nicholas and Mads at school tomorrow, so we can run through some joint things that we need to talk about for the exam next week. I've been pretty quiet on Twitter today and online because I've really been spending a lot of time on this mobile website for Blackbird, which of course I'll be presenting for my exam next week. And I tell you what, making a mobile site is very, very fiddly. That's the big thing I've learned today. But I've made a lot of progress and learned an awful lot today. And yeah, let me show you what I've done. Here it is in the browser. What I've done, I've actually made up the most complete page at the moment is the contact page. I've put in a little Google map. It's a link to Blackbird on Twitter and Facebook, and some links to Lars and Maya, their email, their phone number, etc. And then the home page, at the moment it's got a Vimeo video embedded in it. I'm still working on this page. There's something missing with this page for sure, so I'm going to keep working at it to get it a bit more juicier in some way. And then of course there's the gallery page, and I haven't done anything with that as yet, but so it's working pretty nicely in the desktop browser. And now let's have a look at it, because I've uploaded it online somewhere. Let's have a look at it in on the iPod. Here we go. Oop. If I go into Safari, here it is. Bad camera work, sorry. Running on the iPod. So go to home. There's the front page. What I've added on the front page is an option to switch between the standard and the mobile site. Research kind of shows that that's really the best strategy for offering the user the chance to switch between the mobile and the desktop site, rather than really exclusively using any kind of code to sniff what kind of browser that they're using. Give the user the option. That really is going to be the strategy with this site, rather than forcing the user to go from one to the other. But yeah, that's it on the. Let's go to the contact page on the iPod. Oh, still loading there. Zip. There we go. Finding Google Maps being a little bit funny on the iPod in Safari. Just the way it renders a little bit slow. This is on Wi-Fi, by the way, and also just the way it appears is not different. You can see the plus button there. Then there should be a minus button underneath, so you can zoom in and out and stuff. So I'm finding that there's a little bit of inconsistency with Google Maps here, but it also might be the browser I'm using on this iPod. I haven't updated this iPod in quite a while, so hopefully the newer version. I could probably test on Mads' iPhone 4 tomorrow, actually. So that's it in Safari on the iPod. And I've got my wife's HTC Hero right here. Let's check it out in there. Oh, it's a picture of our daughter. And there it is. There's the front page. Very, very similar. The big thing to notice is the Vimeo video I've put on the front. I've gone away from HTML5. I thought I'd try out Vimeo. It doesn't. On the other one, you probably noticed there was a play button in the middle. This one there isn't. So that really wouldn't indicate to a user that that's anything that they could click and play. That image there is actually on Vimeo. If you've got a pro account, you can actually opt to have your own kind of first frame of the video, so you can upload an image basically. So I uploaded this nice one of Lars filming for Siemens video that he did in America. But yeah, as you can see, it just appears like an image, but it is, if I click it, it is actually a video. There should be a play button in the middle, but there isn't. So that's an inconsistency on Android when using Vimeo videos. If I actually click the video, it goes black and it just doesn't seem to play. So that's probably means I'm not going to be using Vimeo because I really want this site to work across Android and iPhone. It works on iPhone when you click it, or iPod. So we'll see. But having said that, I'm going to be getting my own HTC phone, the Incredible, in a couple of days, so I can see if it works on that. But you know, my wife keeps this pretty much up to date, HTC Hero, so I've got a feeling that that's going to be a problem on all HTC Android based devices. So let's go into the contact page. That loads pretty sharply, which is great. Again, Google Maps takes a little bit of time, and even though the way it's embedded in the code it's supposed to be 300 by 300 pixels, this one actually renders it a lot, gives it a lot more height, and then it actually renders the plus and minus button properly. So I actually don't mind the fact that it renders it with more height, because it actually shows the map properly on Android. So yeah, it's something I'm going to need to look at and figure out how the best way I can do it. I can either let these inconsistencies go, because they're not really my fault, they're Google's fault, but at the same time, you know, I do want the mobile site to function as well as possible. Voice film, yeah, haven't built the gallery yet, mainly because yeah, if I go back to the home page, I thought I'd experiment with embedding a Vimeo video on the front there to see how it does, and of course now that it's showing some inconsistencies between Android and Safari on the iPhone, that means perhaps I won't be using Vimeo. I'll probably go back to HTML5, we'll see. It's all a big learning curve at the moment. One of the really big things I learned today, because I was having a lot of problems with actually getting the site to scale properly to the screen of the phone, because these two are slightly different sizes, of course, and all phones will be slightly different sizes, different models and whatnot. Yeah, I found just one line of code which goes in the header of your page. It's some metadata that actually just tells a mobile browser to render the page in a particular way. So that was really good to find, because I was having a lot of problems with yeah, the fact that the page was rendering okay, but it wasn't centered very well, and then when you kind of scrolled up, there was a lot of space underneath, so you could keep scrolling, and to the side as well. But now, having put that little bit of metadata in, yeah, it renders perfectly on both the Android and the mobile version of Safari. So yeah, that's a progress. Really made a lot of progress today. Tomorrow I'm at school. Going to be talking to the guys about a lot of different stuff to do with the project, so I probably won't get time to work on this tomorrow. And then it's bank holiday weekend pretty much. Got my mum coming to visit, so I probably won't be making much progress on this over the weekend. Then come Monday through to Wednesday, I've got 3 solid days to work on this and get ready for the exam, which is on the Thursday, I believe. That's the 9th of June. So yeah, making good progress and learning a lot, which really is the whole point of doing this in the first place. Alright, I'm going to go to bed now. Good night.